What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy Am for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love, man. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to my notification gang. Hopefully my notification gang pulls through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Saggy. So let's go ahead and get it cracking, man, guys. But before we get started today, I just wanted to say my apologies for not being here yesterday, guys. I've been dealing with allergies. It has not been a fun friggin' time. As you guys know, I frequently deal with them, so seasonal allergies always start to kick in at certain type of seasons. So right now, I got a dehumidifier running. I popped in my allergy meds. I'm definitely feeling a lot more pumped and better, so sorry for having to skip out yesterday. I just needed that day of rest, but nonetheless, let's jump on into this, starting out with Team Sagittarius. Let's see what we got going on, baby. Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Saggy, we're going to get ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, all is well. Saggy, overall energy for you is going to be the Three of Wands in the reverse. So you could be connecting here with a fire sign, an Aries, Sag, or Leo. Taking a look at your current energy, we got here the Nine of Wands. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we do have here the King of Pentacles in reverse. And then lastly for you, Sagittarius, is going to be the King of Wands. So as far as what I'm seeing for Sagittarians in the next 24 hours, we do have here the Three of Wands in the reverse paired with the Nine of Wands upright. It kind of feels to me like you're recognizing that you can't turn back anymore. It's like you kind of have to confront something that you're dealing with. Nine of Wands is typically the energy of being pretty hesitant to speak out about how you're feeling, or not really wanting to talk, not wanting to communicate. It's usually like keeping something to yourself, but I think you're realizing that you can't do that anymore. So with the Three of Wands here in reverse paired to the Nine of Wands upright, it's like you're recognizing, I can't hold back anymore. I need to let something out. Taking a look at what it is you're dealing with, you're dealing with the King of Pentacles reversed. So King of Pentacles reversed is that ungrounded type of feeling. So on an emotional level here, Sagittarius, I think it would be safe to say you're feeling pretty ungrounded by not speaking up about something that's bothering you. Looking at the outcome for the next 24 hours, we do have here the King of Wands. King of Wands is typically the card of taking action, so that means you're going to go ahead and get business handled. You're going to go ahead and get things done. So it looks to me like you're opening up about something here in the next 24 hours, especially something that you've kept to yourself for quite some time. This could be about opening up to a friend, opening up to somebody that you feel safe talking to, or somebody that you're close to, or it could be about embracing the feeling if you've been trying to suppress a feeling. So all the above could resonate to some of you, or one of those things can resonate to Sagittarius. Specifically, I do feel like if you've been suppressing something, you're letting it out here in the next 24 hours. It's like, I just can't do it anymore. It's time to confront what's bothering me here. So I feel like you'll be getting down to what's been bothering you emotionally here, and when you do that, you'll always feel much better. It's a lot better to confront what you're dealing with emotionally rather than to suppress it. When you confront it, you heal it. All right, so that's what I got here for you. I definitely feel like you've felt so ungrounded. It's been kind of a burden to keep something suppressed, so it's gonna feel pretty nice to finally let it out. Okay, all right, Saggy, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we started out with the fire signs for today. Let's go ahead and do fire, water, air, earth. Going on to our water, let's have a look here at the Cancer gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Team Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for the Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Cancerian, we're going to grab ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll see what we got, baby. Hopefully, we got some pretty fantastic stuff. Cancer, overall energy for you is showing up as the Ten of Pentacles. I like that for you, Cancer. You could be connecting with an earth sign for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we have the Six of Pentacles reversed. Looking at what you're dealing with, we do have here the World card. And then lastly for you, Cancer, we have here the Knight of Wands. Oh yeah, I feel an energy shift for you guys here in the next 24 hours. Taking a look at your current energy specifically is the Six of Pentacles reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed is usually referencing feeling off balanced. So Cancer, if you've been feeling off balance, if you haven't been feeling like yourself, if you've been feeling like your world's kind of been upside down for a little bit, coming into the next 24 hours, you can expect a change, okay? We do have here the World card. So that's a change to your world here, Cancer. So if you've been feeling a little bit upside down and all around, something's going to happen here for you that completely changes that and really shifts you into a much more positive state. I'm definitely feeling a much more mental state, right? In a more positive way. So as far as I'm seeing, Cancer, something's going to boost your positivity in the next 24 hours. Something's going to happen that just like shifts your vibe. So for the past couple days, if you've been feeling off, if you've been feeling meh, it definitely seems to me like a positive shift is coming in here for you, which is relatively great news. Like I mentioned, your overall energy is the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is typically the card of feeling incredibly stable, feeling like you have everything at your disposal, feeling incredibly good. So Cancers, if things haven't been really working out for you recently, something seems to be shifting in the next 24 hours where like you get in this perfect flow state. On a positive note, on a mental note, your mood seems very good and stable, but it also feels like things around you are starting to work out for you. So Cancer, if you've been struggling at work, if you've been struggling with your sleep schedule, if you've been struggling with your relationships, or even struggling with any sort of personal things you've had, it just seems to me like something's shifting here to where everything's going to feel very effortlessly and very flowy in the next 24 hours. It's very hard to describe this energy, but you just seem like you're moving into the perfect flow is what I keep picking up for you. So looking at the outcome that's present, Knight of Wands, yeah, action is being taken here now, Cancer. So if you felt for the past couple days pretty stagnant, pretty off, coming into the next 24 hours, everything's changing to where you feel pretty dang good, and things seem to be working out for you here, Cancer. With that Knight of Wands, it's like I'm excited to take action because I don't feel resistance in my life anymore. It feels to me like paths are opened and there's no roadblocks in the way. So Cancers, I like that for you, okay? I like that a lot, especially with what I just mentioned at the outcome here. It feels like paths are wide open and there's no roadblocks in the way. That means that you feel like you have the power to literally do anything without nothing standing in the way of you. Ooh, I like that, Cancer. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. I like it a lot. So we did our fire, we did our water, moving on to the air signs. Let's have a look here at the Gemini, baby. What do we got going on for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got coming up in here for Team Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Gemini, we're going to get this last shuffle and we'll see what's up, baby. Gemini, overall energy for you is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So, Four of Pentacles reverse, typically a card of removing or letting go of something. Taking a look at your current energy, we got the Devil in reverse. What it is you're dealing with is the Ten of Pentacles. And then lastly, for my Geminis, we got here Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So, Gemini, coming into your next 24 hours, you could be connecting with a Capricorn potentially because we have the Devil card here. But Four of Pentacles reversed here to the Devil reversed, you are letting something go that I feel has been stressing you out. It could be something in reference to your family, because when I look at what you're dealing with the Ten of Pentacles. If you're a Gemini and you come from a family that tries to make the family look picture perfect, I feel like you definitely get irritated by that. You might be a Gemini who's considered like the black sheep of the family because you just don't really have the tolerance to put up with your family's bullshit. I know that's incredibly blunt of me to say, but if this resonates to you, you're like, okay, yeah, Aunt, you make total sense. So if you're a Gemini who feels like the black sheep of the family, you might potentially have a family that tries to put up a facade that you and everybody are totally perfect. Like there's nothing wrong with this family sector. I think that if this resonates with you, Gemini, you've gotten to the point where you're done letting that irritate you. I think you just don't have any tolerance anymore to let your family's ideology of perfection stand in the way, or more so get in, like you don't want it to bother you on an emotional level anymore. It's like, I just don't have time for it. It's very exhausting. It's very draining, you know? You don't want that to get to you any longer. So I think you're basically just not letting it affect you. It seems like you're letting it go. Looking at the outcome that's present, Knight of Pentacles reversed. You know, Knight of Pentacles reversed is putting something to a stop, putting it to a halt. So Gemini, in your past, maybe you felt like you had more patience, but coming into the present moment, you just don't. Now, keep in mind, this doesn't have to be family. This could be literally anything. It could be a personal relationship, a friendship, a romantic relationship, something going on within your workplace or job. But I think that what's happening for you is that you're so tired of feeling like you have to be around an energy that puts on this facade that it's perfect when it's really not. I think it's been very irritating for you to be around that energy for such a long time, but you're recognizing getting irritated by that is doing nothing for me mentally. It's doing nothing for me positively, right? It's only creating more negatives in my life and only adding more stress on my mental. So Geminis, I just see you letting it go here. You're like, yeah, I'm not going to let this affect me anymore. And I totally don't blame you, you know? Sometimes you got to let people show up as they are. You know, if you can't change how they feel or how they portray themselves or the negative habits they have, you just have to let individuals show up as they are and leave it be and not let it bother you. You know, make that conscious choice of, I'm going to let them show up as they are and I'm not going to let them bother me. All right, Gemini, I feel that, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our fire, our water, our air going on to the earth signs. Let's have a look here at the Taurus gang. What do we got going on for the bull gang, baby? Messages for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Taurus, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. By the way, for all the peeps up here in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Taurus, overall energy for you is showing up as the Knight of Wands in reverse. So you could be connecting here with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, Leo. Looking at your current energy, we got here the Three of Wands reversed, looking at what it is you're dealing with. We do have here the Seven of Wands reversed, and then lastly for the Taurian is going to be the King of Wands. So Taurus, coming into your next 24 hours, Knight of Wands in the reverse here, and then the Three of Swords in the reverse. I think that ultimately you're no longer feeling like you're in a direction of pain. I think this is a weird way to portray this message, Taurus, but it's like you feel like you've gotten out of the crossfires of potential instances where you could be hurt. Does that make sense? It's like I've completely removed myself from any possibility of getting hurt. It's like you've tied up all the loose ends that could potentially lead you to a path of getting hurt. So what does that mean here necessarily, Taurus? Well, maybe you guys stopped a relationship before it progressed just because you saw too many red flags. And keep in mind that relationship could have been anything from a friendship to a romantic one, right? So I feel like you kind of stop or are going to stop something in its tracks in the next 24 hours to take preventative measures before you get hurt. You just see a lot of red flags in a certain situation right now, and you don't want to set yourself up to be hurt. I mean, taking a look at what it is you're dealing with the Seven of Wands in reverse. So ultimately, you don't want any sort of slip-ups or any sort of potential instances where somebody here could hurt you. So you're protecting yourself here. I definitely do pick up on self-preservation vibes, okay? Looking at the outcome that's present, we got here the King of Wands. King of Wands here says, I will definitely be open to opportunities of relationships in my future, but if all the red flags are starting to come out and it looks like it's not going to be a proper ending or a good ending in my favor, I'm going to go ahead and heed the red flags as a warning and take that warning before something bad can happen. So it's kind of one of those situations, Taurus, where so many red flags are appearing, you can knit yourself a scarf. That's how many red flags are showing up. You can make a whole entire scarf out of it, and you don't want that. You know, you're avoiding situations here that can lead you down to a path of pain. So I feel like you're protecting yourself here. You're seeing red flags in something, Taurus, and with that being said, you're going into a different direction. You're basically following your gut feeling here. And there's nothing wrong with following your intuition. And especially when you're starting to see physical evidence such as red flags as well, that makes it all the more clear to you that you're in a situation that might not end well for you. So Taurus, I totally don't blame you. Keep following what your gut feeling says here and do what you think is best moving forward, okay? All right, Taurus, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of zodiacs for today. Let's go on to our second batch now and have a look here at the Leo. What do we got, baby? Messages for Team Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got coming up here for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Leo, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves one more shuffle, and then we'll see what's up, man. Hopefully, all is well. What do we got going on for the Leo gang? Leo, overall energy for you is going to be the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So you're getting out of your head about a certain situation for sure. Taking a look at your current energy, we have here the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we do have here the Seven of Cups. And then lastly for my Leos, we got here the Nine of Cups. So coming into the next 24 hours for the Lions, let's go ahead and talk about it. We do have here Eight of Swords in the reverse, and then we have here a Ten of Pentacles reverse. So Leo, as far as what I'm seeing for you guys, you're getting out of your head about a situation that's just creating a lot of instability. It kind of feels to me like the more you would think about something, or the deeper you would go thinking about something, the more unbalanced you felt, okay? That's what it looks like to me. It's kind of like one of these things where you would think about something, it would raise a question, and then it would make another question happen and appear as well. It's like you didn't want to go deep down the rabbit hole because you weren't finding answers, you were only finding more and more questions. So I do feel here that you're kind of just trying not to go too deep down the rabbit hole in the next 24 hours. I have no idea if that's in reference to your spirituality or possibly how you've been feeling about a relationship. Like maybe somebody's been presenting red flags to you and you've been overthinking and reading into a situation heavily, and maybe you're stopping yourself before you keep getting invested and reading too far into something. That's just what it looks like to me here, Leo. Whether this is about, worrying about a relationship, having anxiety towards something, going deep down the rabbit hole in your spirituality, just in the next 24 hours, it feels to me like you're reading into a situation super, super deeply, and to prevent yourself from getting deep down the rabbit hole, you're pulling yourself back. I mean, looking at the outcome that's present, we have here the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups here says, let me just not go too deep into overthinking about something, and let me go ahead and accept it as it is. So for example, let's say that you're dealing with somebody romantically, right? And you have a partner who's telling you, I want you to trust me, but there's that side of you that's overthinking. And it's like, well, they're telling me to trust them, but they could be lying. Well, what would they be lying about? And then, you keep on overthinking about that situation. Instead of overthinking, it's like accepting what people tell you the moment they tell you it. Like if your partner here says, I want you to trust me, it's like, okay, I'm going to give you my blind trust. Instead of constantly overthinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and just accept it as it's showing up for me. So that is a situation that I'm seeing here for Leos, whether it's about a relationship or it's about anything else. I just feel here that instead of overthinking and going too deep and reading into something too hard, you're trying to accept it as it's being shown to you. All right, Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, there was two donations real quick. Let me go ahead and say a proper thank you. If I can find my mouse cursor. Oh, there it is. Angel, thank you so much for the $4.99. Really, really appreciate that. And Roxy, thank you for the $1.99. Really, really appreciate that as well. Thank you guys so much for your donations. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much. All right, let me go ahead and pop this window back up. Cool. All right, so we did our fire. Moving back onto our water. Let's have a look here at the Pisces. I almost just dropped my whole tarot deck on the floor. That would not be a good time. All right, what messages do we got coming in here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what messages are coming up here for Team Pisces, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Piscean. Your energy definitely feels a little interesting. Let's go ahead and have a look at it. Pisces, overall energy for you is going to be a Nine of Cups. I do like that for you. Nine of Cups, it's the card of self-fulfillment. You're happy about something here in the next 24 hours. I love that for you. Looking at your current energy, we do have here the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, usually an opportunity coming in for you. Taking a look at what you're dealing with the world, and then the outcome for Piscean is going to be the Page of Cups in reverse. So, interesting. Offer denied. I'm happy quite where I am. Okay, Pisces. So I feel like there's going to be something presented to you here in the next 24 hours, but you might actually be tuning it off or shutting it out or tuning it out or shutting it down essentially, okay? Ace of Pentacles here can basically talk about an opportunity that's coming towards you. Maybe it's an opportunity in business, an opportunity in friendship, an opportunity in love. But when this opportunity is presented to you, I think that you're going to kind of respond with this World card and this Page of Cups in reverse and say, you know what, I'm kind of good right now. The World card says you're content with the world that you're living, and then the Page of Cups reverse says, I'm okay, like I'm good. That's basically the rejection kind of part here. So Page of Cups reverse here is like saying I'm turning down this offer or this opportunity. I'm not going to invest into it. Nine of Cups, as the overall energy says, I'm doing just fine. So moving into your next 24 hours, Pisces, if somebody here brings you an opportunity, maybe somebody here is going to propose a job to you, maybe you're going to shut it down. There could be somebody reaching out to you romantically potentially, and if that's the case, you don't really seem much like that interested as well either. But it feels to me like whatever opportunity comes to you in the next 24 hours, it's just something that you feel isn't needed. You're already in a good place in your life. I don't want to add anything in or bring anything extra in when I feel like I'm doing just fine personally. So Pisces, you're kind of sticking where you're at. and I think you're going to be shutting down any sort of opportunities that come forward because you're pretty happy where you are. All right, Piscean, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, by the way, Ryder asked me, hey, Ant, do you use any other decks or just the one? So typically when I'm doing daily readings, I use the Universal Rider-Waite Tarot. That's what this tarot deck is. If you guys want to go ahead and look at the box, you can purchase this on Amazon. So I love this deck. This is one of my favorites for sure. So I use these for every daily reading. They're just a very simple, they're more of like a modern version of the Rider-Waite Tarot. Like I have the diehard like OG, if I can go ahead and grab this without causing a mess. I have like the diehard OG Rider-Waite Tarot deck, okay? This was my very first tarot deck, and this is the very first Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So this is like the OG, man. This is my favorite boy, but I usually use this for personal use. This was the first deck I ever used for YouTube, but it has so much sentimental value to me, so this is for personal use if I have to do readings for friends, family, or if I'm reading into something myself, which is very rare, by the way. Believe it or not, I do lots of readings for people every single day, but I rarely ever read for myself. I'm not a big fan of doing that unless I feel like it's needed. But nonetheless, to get to the point, I use this deck all the time for dailies. When it comes to monthly videos, weekly videos, mid-monthly videos, I use a slew of tarot decks, okay? I usually change it up every month, 1 month to 3 months. I'll change it up usually because I find a deck that I like and I use it. But yeah, so for the daily, this is my go-to. It's simple and easy to use. For the monthlies and other types of tarot videos, I like to switch it up. I don't know. That's just kind of how I am. But yeah, that's how it is usually. All right, baby. So we did our fire. Going on to our water. Let's go ahead and have a look here at... Or no, we also finished our Pisces too, right? We finished up Pisces? I hope so. Yeah, we did. Okay, so we did our fire, we did our water. Going on to our air signs, let's have a look here at the Libra, baby. What do we got going on? Messages for Team Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got coming up in here for Team Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours. Libra, there's definitely this energy of an inner calm that you guys are reaching here, okay? Something I feel is like triggering you to be incredibly calm. Let's have a look. Overall energy for you is going to be the Strength card. So you could be connecting with a Leo. Looking at your current energy, we got here the King of Swords in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the Knight of Wands. And then lastly for you guys, we have here the Three of Cups in the reverse. I think I feel why you're so calm, because usually being calm kind of goes with being disappointed. You know, there's a difference between saying I'm not upset. Like, you ever hear that saying, right? Like, I'm not upset, I'm just disappointed. You know, when you're upset, you're usually in a place to where you feel like your emotions aren't very contained. So your energy could be very, you know, sporadic of, you know, how you present yourself, how you're communicating, but when you're disappointed, you're usually calm. It's like you've accepted the situation. You understand what happened. It definitely disappoints you, it upsets you, but not to the degree of being actually upset. It's like you're much more calm. You're not frantic, right, when you're upset, because your emotions are pretty contained. They're pretty controlled. So that's why I feel like you're calm here in the next 24 hours. It's not that you're upset. You're disappointed about something, though. You know, taking a look at what it is that you're dealing with the Knight of Wands, and taking a look at your current energy is the King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords in reverse here is about letting down your guard, letting down your walls. So you let your guard down here for somebody, and you kind of feel like the person you're dealing with took advantage of that. You know, Knight of Wands, you let this individual in, Libra. So you put your walls down to let somebody into your life, and it led to disappointment here based upon whatever it is that they did. You know, looking at the outcome that's present, you got here Three of Cups reversed. Three of Cups reversed isn't a card of joy. It's the exact opposite. You know, the Three of Cups upright is joy. In the reverse, it means the opposite thing. So I do feel like you're disappointed in somebody, you know, taking a look at the overall energy being the Strength card here is a card of holding back. So right now you're kind of holding back and tuning this person out. I think that, you know, you really opened yourself up to somebody, and somebody here kind of took advantage of that. And it disappointed you because you really gave them a lot of trust. You really gave somebody here an opportunity to have something real, raw, and authentic with you, and they kind of fucked up that opportunity. And at the end of the day right now, you're taking as much time away from the situation as you can because you are disappointed. I mean, you're accepting it for what it is. It's a disappointing moment to go through. And you're going to be definitely taking space from this person as much as you can. And I will say, Libra, situations like this suck because I do feel like Libras have been placed in a lot of situations in their lives where people have basically done this to them, and that's why there does seem to be a good amount of trust issues that manifest in Libras personally. But I hope that, you know, after dealing with a situation like this now, or multiple situations throughout your life, that you don't let trust issues become the main thing that kind of affects relationships. Because at the end of the day, remember, even if though, you know, like there's a lot of shitty people in the world that do shitty things, there's also a lot of good people in the world who do great things. And I feel like I'm being told from your guides here to kind of remind this to you, Libra, because I think that this situation for a few of you might be the straw that broke the camel's back. Somebody here, you know, you were open to somebody, you were vulnerable, you put your walls down, they hurt you, and you're like, that's it. I don't ever want to open up to somebody again. And I think that your guides want me to let you know, like, don't let this be the straw that broke the camel's back. They want to remind you that even though there may be crappy people in the world, there's also great people in the world too. So keep your eyes open to the fact that there will be good people out there who want to take care of you and who want to love you and who want to respect you, you know? Even if there are people here that have hurt you, there's ones that don't want to hurt you. They want to love you, baby. Okay? So I think that I was being kind of told to tell you that here as well. All right? All right, Libra. I love you guys. Keep your chin up, okay? Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did the fire, we did the water, we did the air. Going on to the earth signs. Let's have a look here at the Virgo. What do we got for the Virgo, baby? Messages for Team Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got coming up here for Team Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Virgo. You guys came through relatively quick. Let's see what's up. Virgo, overall energy for you is going to be the Eight of Wands in reverse. You could be connecting with a fire sign for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we got here the Three of Swords. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, you got here the King of Wands. And then lastly for you, Virgo, is going to be the Five of Cups. So in the next 24 hours for Virgo, we have here the Eight of Wands in the reverse and then the Three of Swords upright. So there's definitely something you don't want to talk about right now. I think that you're taking some space from somebody. There could have potentially been a breakup that happened for a few of you in the next 24 hours, or this could potentially be a disconnect between you and a friend, okay? So I do see kind of a relationship splitting up here for a few of you. Keep in mind, if it doesn't resonate to you, that's totally fine. That's amazing, actually. But if it does resonate to you, unfortunately, you know, this is what's coming up. So it looks like a separation happening here. Keep in mind, though, it doesn't have to be a specific separation about love or romance. It could be a separation between you and friends as well. Now, taking a look at what you're dealing with the King of Wands. King of Wands here is like trying to take action, you know? I think you're going to feel immediately, Virgo, that after a separation has taken place, you're like, I want a distraction. I want to do everything that I can right now to distract me from the pain that this person caused me or from the pain that came from this separation. But ultimately, what you're going to find is that even by trying to form some sort of distraction, it's just going to lead you to feel more upset. Looking at the outcome that's present, we got here the Five of Cups. So Virgo, my best advice for you guys is give yourself some time to process and some time to heal. You know, if somebody broke up with you or if you and a friend stopped talking, don't instantaneously jump into like another connection or situation to try to like feel like you can have a moment to feel like, you know, distracted a little bit. Keep in mind, I'm not saying that this is what Virgos are doing or are gonna do. Like, it's a potential that anybody can do this, but I'm just saying I'd advise against this because King of Wands says you have the feeling of wanting to be distracted. It doesn't mean that you're doing it, right? So Virgo, just throwing that out there. I'm not saying any of you guys, if somebody breaks up with you, you're gonna just get a rebound instantly. I'm not saying that's gonna happen. But what might happen is you might get that urge to want to be distracted because the pain is a lot to deal with. My best advice is don't give in to that impulse, right? You know, anytime you feel that type of way, it may feel good to have a distraction at first, but then over time you recognize that distraction, is nothing you've ever really wanted anyways. It was just something to pass the time. So my best advice would be, if you guys recently had a separation happen here, Virgo, give yourself time to heal. Don't jump into anything else. Don't rush into anything else. Just give yourself as much time to process the situation and heal as possible. Remember, there are no timestamps on healing. Everybody heals at their own pace. So give yourself your time, all right? And then in due time, you'll start feeling a lot better. I think a lot of people don't understand how much of a benefit it is to just giving yourself time, because time is a massive healer. And I know people are going to say time is linear, time doesn't exist. I know, but time is a healer, okay? So be patient with yourself right now and do your best to kind of process what you're going through. All right? All right, Virgo. Now, keep in mind, it may not resonate to any of you, and that's actually a great thing. But if you are a Virgo going through a separation, the best thing that you can do for yourself right now is basically kind of just grieve with that Five of Cups and let yourself process everything. All right? Separations suck, but remember, if it's not meant to be, it won't be. And if it was meant to be, it would have been. So that must mean that there's something else out there for you that you may not have met yet, but you will align to. All right, Virgo? So just know whatever you're waiting for or looking for, it's still out there for you. Okay? All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, there was another donation, so let me go ahead and say a proper thank you. By the way, hold on one second. If I can scroll up. I hate this mouse. I got to get me a new mouse over here. This mouse is starting to go. Delu Star, thank you so much for the 7. Really, really appreciate that. Awesome. Or thanks for the 7. Delu Star 7, thank you for the $4.99. I really appreciate that. Awesome Libra reading. Cool. Glad that it resonated to you. Thank you so much for that donation, my love. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right. All right, guys. So we finished up our second batch of zodiacs for the day. Going on to the last and final batch. Let's have a look here at the Aries gang. What do we got, baby? Messages for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got coming up here for Team Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Aries peeps, let's have a look and see what we got, baby. Hopefully all is well. Aries, overall energy for you is going to be the 7 of Wands. You could be connecting with a fire sign, a fellow Aries, Sag, or Leo. Looking at your current energy, we got the Page of Cups in reversed. Looking at what you're dealing with, we do have here the Magician. And then lastly, for my Aries peeps, we have here the Ace of Cups. So, Aries, let's have a look at this one. You could be dealing with a Virgo, considering that we have the Magician here. So 7 of Wands or 7 of Wands upright to the Page of Cups in the reverse. You're definitely not trying to talk to somebody, communicate towards somebody. You're kind of like blocking and removing yourself from a person here is what it seems like to me. If it's not a person, this is about a situation. So Aries, you are totally retracting. Well, yeah, retracting could be the word, right? You're totally retracting yourself right now from a person or a specific situation. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we have here the Magician, okay? I think what you're recognizing is that at the end of the day, I'm in a period of time in my life where I'm manifesting exactly what it is that I want for myself. And if I'm not getting what I know I'm worthy and deserving of, I'm not going to make the investment, period. I think that a lot of you Aries are really recognizing your self-worth, and if something's not up to the standard, if something's not up to the worth that you know you are worthy of, you're not going to give it your time, your energy, your investment. So there is something here in the next 24 hours that may be getting presented to you. Maybe this is something that's showing up in love or showing up in friendship or showing up in business, but I feel like something's showing up here in the next 24 hours and you're like, I'm sorry, but I can't accept because I know what I'm manifesting. I know what it is I deserve. I know what it is specifically that I want for my life and what's going to fulfill me. You know, looking at the outcome that's present, you got here the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is the card of having that fulfillment, right? So coming in the next 24 hours for Aries, I feel like you're shutting something down because you know that that's not specifically what you asked for. Maybe the universe is testing a few of you, right? Maybe the universe is delivering you guys something that isn't what you asked for to make sure that you're keeping up with what it is you're actually manifesting. Potentially, the universe here could be throwing in a bit of a test for you guys, so that might be the case for a few of you. But nonetheless, if something gets presented to you in the next 24 hours, let's say you're talking to somebody and they're like, hey, you know, maybe you're in Aries right now who wants a relationship and the person you're dealing with just wants to have fun, you're going to be like, nope. That's not what I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting a man right now who wants to have a relationship with me and kids in the future. And if you're not that man and you just want to fool around, then guess what? You're not what I'm manifesting. Therefore, I'm shutting it down. You know, that's the type of energy I'm seeing here in the next 24 hours. So something will show up. It won't be what you want. And then you'll say to the universe, nope, that's not what I wanted. And you're going to keep showing clearly and concisely that you're continuing to manifest specifically what you want. I like that. I like that for you, Aries. You know your worth, and you know exactly what you want. I like it. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, we finished up our fire signs. So all the fire signs are done. Now moving on here to the water signs. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Scorpio. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Team Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what messages are coming in here for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Scorpio, we're going to grab ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll see what's up, man. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Scorpio, Overall energy for you is going to be the Magician in reverse. So you could be connecting here with a Virgo, possibly for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we do have here the Strength card, looking at what it is you're dealing with. We have here the Two of Wands in the reverse, and then lastly here for you is going to be the Hermit in reverse. So Scorpio, you definitely could be dealing here with a Virgo or possibly a Leo, since those zodiacs seem to be showing up here. Now the Magician in the reverse here to the Strength card upright. Coming into the next 24 hours for you, Scorpio, it kind of seems to me like what's going on is you're pulling back. You're not showing up in a situation anymore. It definitely seems to me like you're not wanting to be involved in something. So you're pulling yourself back, taking a look at what you're dealing with. You're dealing with the Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse is typically a final decision. You know, when you're dealing with the Two of Wands upright, that usually means you feel indecisive. You know, maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that. But with the Two of Wands in reverse, it is finality. So you're making a final decision here to no longer show up in a certain situation. You know, in the next 24 hours, some of you Scorpios might be saying, hey, look, I'm making a final decision right now to quit my job. I just can't stand it anymore. I can't handle it anymore. It's not something that I want. It's not for me. Maybe some of you guys are no longer showing up in certain relationships in your life, or maybe you guys are finally deciding to no longer show up to a bad habit, believe it or not. That could be the vibe coming in here for a few of you. You know, there could be a bad habit that you potentially have. And instead of showing up and allowing that habit to continue, you could be pulling back. So for some of you guys, you might be cutting out bad habits in the next 24 hours too. Maybe some of you guys are quitting smoking or something like that. That might be an energy showing up here as well. Nonetheless though, looking at the outcome that's present, you do have here the Hermit in reverse. Now that's where things get a little tricky, because the Hermit in reverse is usually a card that symbolizes things coming back around to you. So Scorpio, whatever you're not showing up for, whatever you're letting go of, seems to be coming back up. So Scorpio, if you're no longer interested in having a relationship with somebody and you're done showing up for them, chances are they may still be showing up for you. You could be connecting with somebody potentially who doesn't want things to be over. If that's not the case, Scorpio, and you're done with your job and you're quitting your job in the next 24 hours, your job might be trying their hardest to keep you around. Maybe they'll offer you something like a raise or a higher job position. I just feel like whatever this is you're dealing with, like they know that they're losing one of a kind, and you're still going to walk away anyways, because at the end of the day, you know that you're that one of a kind, and you feel like you should have had the treatment you deserved in the first place before you walked away. And for Scorpios that are possibly trying to kick some bad habits, you know, coming into the next 24 hours, Hermit reversed, you may feel the urge to get back into that habit, you know, such as like smoking, for example, right? You know, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I still vape though, because I've been smoking, you know, pack a day since I was 16, you know. So I quit smoking when? 18? Yeah, so I quit smoking at 18, been vaping ever since. So at the end of the day, right, you know, let's say you're trying to kick nicotine, you're trying to kick cigarettes, anything like that, you know. In the next 24 hours, you got here the Hermit reversed. It's going to be that craving time, right? It's going to be that time of like, well, maybe I should go ahead and just have one last hit, you know? So for some of you Scorpios in the next 24 hours, if we're talking about bad habits, you know, you might get the urge to get back into it, you know? But do your best here to no longer show up for it, right? So if you're a Scorpio trying to quit smoking or something like that, even if the urge comes, it seems to me like you're serious on fully quitting. So I like that for you. I like it a lot, okay? All right, guys, so that's what I got here for you. It could be about, like I said, leaving a relationship behind, kicking a bad habit, leaving a work scenario, but you seem pretty serious on no longer showing up for it. All right? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our water. We also finished up our fire. Going on to the air signs now. Let's have a look here at the Aquarius gang. What do we got going on, everybody? Messages for Aqua. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got coming up here for Team Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Oh boy, my shuffles are a little rough right now. What do we got going on here for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Aquarius, let's see what we got going on for you, beautiful people. Aqua, overall energy for you is going to be the Five of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign here for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we got here the Hermit in reverse. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we got here the King of Wands. And then lastly for you, Aquarius, is going to be the Lovers. So, Aquarius, you might be dealing with a Gemini potentially or a Virgo, but with the Five of Pentacles here to the Hermit card in reverse, you're starting to feel a very familiar feeling again. You know what this looks like to me? You're starting to feel left out in the cold again. So this means, you know, with the Hermit in reverse, it means that something's happening again. So this isn't the first time you felt this way. So in your next 24 hours, Aquarius, you're feeling a little bit left out in the cold. Taking a look at what it is you're dealing with the King of Wands. You know, you're taking action. You're trying to get what you want to get accomplished. You're trying to make something happen, but it feels like you're showing up with no results. I mean, looking at the outcome that's present, we have here the Lovers. Now, keep in mind, this could say, Aquarius, that you're looking for love, but you feel like you have no luck. Now, if that's not the case for you, Aquarius, this could be like, I'm trying to make my dream come true, but it feels like I keep hitting dead ends. It could mean that I feel like I'm trying to work on something, but every time I try to work on this, it doesn't end up working out in my favor. You're feeling quite a bit of resistance here in the next 24 hours, depending on whatever it is you're taking action towards. So whether it's about making dreams come true, searching for love, working on a project, you just feel like you keep ending up right back where you started and nothing seems to be working out here for you. So at the end of the day here, Aquarius, you're having that difficulty right now where you feel left out. You're like, why can't I have what it is I want when I'm working so hard to have it? And the thing is that whether or not we realize it, when you're in the energy of pursuing something, what you're actually doing is you're pushing it further and further away from you. What do I mean by this, Aquarius? Well, let's say you're an Aquarius right now who's really, really wanting success. When you think of the word want, what you think of immediately is that it's lack, right? When you're wanting something, it means you don't have it. So right now, what you're communicating to the universe is, I want something because I don't have it. The universe never responds to lack. The universe will always respond to abundance, though. So instead of saying that I want something in my life, already act as if you have it. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, enforce that you are successful. I am successful. Because the universe, once again, is always going to respond to abundance. It's not going to respond to lack. So if you feel like you've been working and striving so hard to get something, but you've always been kind of fallen back to, you know, square one, you feel like you've always gone back to the start, chances are what you're doing is you're chasing after what you want and therefore lacking what you want and therefore not manifesting what you want. Okay? So hopefully what I'm saying here makes sense, because the more you chase what you want, the more it runs away from you, right? Because essentially you're saying, the more I'm wanting something, the more I don't even have it. Okay? So you want to show the universe abundance, not lack. So coming into the next 24 hours here for you, Aquarius, my best advice for you is that instead of chasing what you want, start enforcing that you have it. Start enforcing that it's your lifestyle. For example, if you want to be an Aquarian who's successful, embrace that you are successful. I am successful. I make thousands of dollars a year. And you know what? Play your part. What would a successful person be like? How would a successful person act? What would a successful person look like? You know, start embodying the characteristics of a successful person and you'll literally start transforming into one. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, being in the abundance mindset and literally acting and almost basically morphing and transforming into what a person who has what you want would be like is how you attract that kind of lifestyle, you know? For example, if you want to be a person who's like a really famous individual, but you're very, very shy, are you going to become that famous individual overnight? No. What would you need to do? You'd have to work on your confidence, right? You'd have to work on your public speaking. You see what I'm saying? So you want to become what you want. So instead of wanting it, start transforming into that person. And also say that the life you want is the life you're already living. Because when you're in that mindset of abundance and you start to become the abundance you've always wanted, everything will start to manifest for you. All right? All right, Aquarian, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Hopefully, I didn't go too deep down the rabbit hole for that reading. Hopefully, that all made sense to you guys, okay? All right, baby. So, we finished up the water, the fire, the air. Going on to the last zodiac sign for today. Let's have a look here at Team Capricorn. What do we got, baby? Messages for the Cappy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for Team Capricorn, please? Messages for Cappy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Capricorn, we're going to get this last shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Capricorn, overall energy for you is showing up as the Two of Cups. You could be dealing with a water sign for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we got here the Three of Pentacles. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we have here the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And then lastly for the Capricorn, we got here the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So, coming into the next 24 hours for Capricorns, Two of Cups upright to the Three of Pentacles. It kind of feels to me like you're working on something for sure. I think there's something here you're trying to fix. I mean, for some of you Capricorns, this might not have anything to do with anybody else. It might be about trying to fix yourself, meaning that maybe there are areas of improvement to work on in your life. Maybe you guys want to improve upon your personality, like not your personality, but like the way you present yourself, right? Maybe some of you guys are trying to improve on that. You could be trying to improve on your physical attributes. You could be trying to improve on how you show certain things off. Whatever the case may be, I just feel like there is room for improvement and you're recognizing it. So, whether this is about room for improvement within yourself or room for improvement within relationships in your life, I see you pretty much actively working towards improving things. Now, taking a look at what it is you're dealing with here the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, keep in mind, Eight of Pentacles in reverse in this situation, I don't believe is saying that what you're trying to improve upon isn't working. I think you're realizing that, oh my God, when I really started working on whatever this is, it's actually been working out better than I've ever imagined. It's working out easier than I thought it was. It doesn't even feel like anything hard. It doesn't feel like hard work at all. So for example, Capricorn, if you're working on yourself, you're recognizing this shit is easier than I ever thought, and I put it off for so long. If you're working on a relationship, you're realizing this is going better than I ever imagined. Why did I ever push it off? So you're kind of starting to get into a flow state where working on something here and improving something, Capricorn, has actually been showing you it's a lot easier than you ever thought it was previously. You know, for example, let's say you're a Capricorn and you've wanted to get on a diet for a while. And you've always thought it was going to be so difficult to make the transformation, you know, just by going out and doing it in the next 24 hours, you're like, damn, this is easier than I thought, you know? Maybe you skipped out on the gym for a couple weeks and you thought that your first session back was going to be horrible and terrible, right? Well, in the next 24 hours, you say, fuck it, I'm going to go to the gym. And then you realize, wow, that was a lot easier than expected just to get back into my routine. So nonetheless, Cappy, looking at the outcome that's present, we have here the Ten of Swords in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse says, yeah, from something that I thought I was going to dread having to do, it's actually a lot better than I ever experienced. So I don't see myself stopping what I'm doing. Whatever this is you're improving, you're going to keep on going because it seems to be really working out well for you. All right, Capricorn, I love that for you guys. Let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving motherfucking forward. Guys, thank you so much for coming out to the daily reading. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. Shout out to the peeps that come out Monday through Friday. Thank you for your love, everybody, and thank you for your support. I just wanted to mention all weekly tarot readings for this week, which is going to be from the 11th through the 17th, are available on my YouTube channel. So if you have not checked out your weekly tarot reading yet, every zodiac sign is out. Feel free to check your specific sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, okay? Also, I wanted to mention, too, I am in the process of starting the mid-April 2022 tarot readings, so I will have the fire signs up tomorrow, so Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Your mid-April readings will be available tomorrow. Everybody else's I'm going to try to get out as quickly as I can. Probably the beginning of next week, they'll all be complete, but I'm going to do my best to get all those videos out to you. So guys, thank you for your patience. It's greatly appreciated. I wanted to mention, thank you for everybody who's in here, guys. If you can drop a like, I'd appreciate it so much. Thank you for those of you that come in and day out. You guys are super appreciated. I want you to know that for sure. For everybody who sent in donations, guys, thank you so much for that as well. It helps out a lot more than you guys know, so I really appreciate your generosity for anybody that sent any sort of donations, okay? All right, y'all, I love you. Have an awesome and amazing Tuesday. Today is Taco Tuesday, so make sure you guys get yourself some tacos today. Go ahead and make some homemade tacos. Go get some Chipotle, get some Taco Bell. It's a Taco Tuesday. Enjoy some damn tacos. It's a good goddamn time. It's a motherfucking vibe, okay? All right, everybody. I love y'all. Happy Tuesday to you guys, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love to my soul family, and have yourselves a good one. Peace. Later, guys. Much love, baby.
Again.